Hello everybody, my name is Shadow Paul the Pet Doctor, and I'm here to discuss the current events of what's happening everywhere. So I just wanted to so you guys can hear that. My personal opinion is that what we're doing is stupid. Our rioting, our yelling, our hurting our own people is stupid. Now, listen out and hear me out right quick. I'm saying from what we've done in the past. What did the blacks do when they wanted their rights? They didn't go out and start beat. Well, there was extremists, but let's think about what Martin Luther King did. He walked out and he did it peacefully. They boycotted the bus. They were doing everything in a peaceful manner. Now what are we doing? We're sitting here smashing our fellow man inside the head with a brick. We shouldn't be. We're taking things. We're burning them. We're destroying buildings. We're killing our own people. Well, guess what? We did that. We shouldn't have been mad that a black man died because of a white cop. We should have died. We should have been angry at the fact that an American citizen died on American soil by an American. That's what we should be angry about. We should be angry because of that. Now I understand that there's a lot of people that are saying, Black Lives Matter. But by saying that, and personal opinion, this is just personal opinion, we're just saying that only Black Lives Matter. Only that. We're not, all lives should matter. We all matter. Because without one another, we couldn't help one another. That's what we should be happy about. But we have each other. We should not be slamming each other. We shouldn't be pulling out our truck drivers. We shouldn't be beating up on the bikers. Because what did they do? We shouldn't be throwing rocks at the cops. Because they're just men. We're all people. We're all men and women. It wasn't right what the cop did. They probably shouldn't have killed that man in the first place. I'm not saying that was right. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't be mad because he was black, white. We shouldn't be mad because it probably wouldn't have mattered. White, black, purple, green, orange, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter what that was about. We shouldn't have been mad because of the color of his skin. We shouldn't be mad because of that. We should be mad because he was American. And he died in the American soil of the American state. And what are we? We are people of the free. Or I guess you could say the freedom of the people. But it doesn't matter. Still. Everybody else out there, wants to express their opinions on this. And there's so many opinions going around saying that, well, you shouldn't say that all lives matter because it's wrong. There's articles about that. And I get it. I understand it. This is just my personal opinion. You don't have to take it and use it and abuse it, but we shouldn't be mad about just because of a person of the color of their skin. We shouldn't judge each other on the color of each other's skin. One way or another, we are related. We are one. Our family members had fought for the freedom of which we have now. We fought for the land we are living on. We shouldn't be going out and killing one another. We shouldn't be going out and beating each other to death with sticks and stones. We should be talking to each other, learning of what happened. The wheels of our justice system move slow. That they do. I'm not going to say they're not completely justified. They're not always going to turn our way. But that's the wheels of the justice system. We cannot be angry of what we have created. We should not be deteriorating ourselves and demoting ourselves even further than we already are. We say we're evolving, we're devolving. We're becoming more reliant on different sources. But that's what we do. We rely off of other people, right? But yet here we are fighting against one another. Like a bunch of children in a schoolyard. Killing one another because of what? Racism? That's something that's been going around here for God knows how long. That's always gonna happen. There's always gonna be people with different opinions, different ideas, but there's no reason why we should just kill one another over it. That that's there's no reason again. There's no reason for that. But there's no reason to go around murdering each other anyway. There's no okay, a white cop killed a black man. I get it. I understand why people are mad. I get it. Because what if but how do we know the cop was racist? How are we supposed to know he's racist, or how do we know that? How do we know that he was racist? How do we know? But how do we know all this? Because the media? People lie too. We are all people. We all lie. We all judge. We all judge people. But we shouldn't judge people. But yet we do anyway. I'm not saying everybody judges or doesn't judge. We all do. But on what? We all judge people on what? Color of their skin, their actions, their religion, their look of their facial expressions, their disabilities. We are all people. I'm not saying we all matter. We probably all don't. We probably is more important than the other guy. But should we really sit here and be fighting, killing one another, murdering each other in the middle of our streets, causing panic than what we are already in? We are already in quarantine. The coronavirus, or COVID-19 as everybody calls it, or scientific term. And now an American dies on American soil, and now we're all mad about it. And we're all going to prove our point. I get it. I understand why you're mad. I understand why everybody is screaming and yelling and throwing people across walls. I get it. But do they deserve it? They're just doing what they do best. Bikers should not be thrown off their bikes just to prove a point. We shouldn't be taking our truck drivers and throwing them on the ground. I don't know the people that are saying Black Lives Matter, you shouldn't stop. But should you start taking your fellow man and throwing him on the ground, beating him for something that a cop did? A cop that we have, that's just a man behind a suit. A man that just carries a gun. Should we be angry at the people that do their job? They're just people with just a suit that put their pants on the same way we do, who walk the same way we do, that enforce the same things we enforce. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own way and their own differences. But what point are we proving by taking stores and destroying them, taking our fellow people and throwing them on the ground and beating the shit out of them? What are we proving? What are we proving by sitting there holding up a sign? Nothing. What we should be doing is protesting the way we protested before, peacefully, spreading our words, not our fists. We should not be taking advantage of what is happening now. The cops shouldn't have killed that man. I agree. He shouldn't have been killed. He was an innocent man doing what innocent people do. But we should not be taking our anger out on people that are just doing their job. We should be angry at the man who did it. Not the people that are trying to enforce the law. Not the people that are trying to make the deliveries. Not the man that's just driving his bike, just having fun. Just riding. We should not be taking our anger out now. We should help our fellow man. We should try to help them. If a man is broke down, if somebody's broke down on the side of the road, try to help them. Try to give them water if they need it. Ask him